Okay, here we are. So let's wait until somebody will connect. And let's fix my cam. Okay, let's wait until somebody will connect. And the moment I remind you, you can subscribe to this channel, so you can follow all accounts we have, and I can link some account here in the description. So just remember, just follow every social media, so Instagram, Facebook, YouTube and Twitch, so you will always be reminded every time I go online and every service that we have for as a company. So in this video I'm going to talk to you about being digital nomads, and actually I'm talking as a digital nomad. First of everything, what does it mean digital nomads? Actually, you have two kinds of freedom about space and about time, and this is what you have to look for. Actually, I recommend you to get both. So first of everything, if you want to be a digital nomad, how we intend it, you must be free about space. So you can go wherever you want, you can do your job wherever you want, and this can be okay. I mean, and it's quite normal in this time. If you think after COVID, all company they realized that many office were just like a fixed cost and useless if people can conform also from their home. So after COVID, everything changed, and now there's a new system. And I think honestly that the freedom about space, so you can work wherever you want, will be the new normality. Thanks to COVID, there was an acceleration of this event, but I think it will continue, and that this direction will never be changed. After COVID, it's very difficult. It's true that a big company, if they want to perform, they have a team. They must have a team and a physical office, because sometimes if you want to do more than 10 million, it's always good having a physical office for communicate the vision, or anyway just meet your team every 6 months or kind of like that. I mean, at least once a month or something like that. And now many companies are like in the middle, so they are trying to keep it like the remote working, but meeting their team like a couple of times a month. But it depends, because at the end I think the also like for global evolution, like we will need less office, and we will need more house. So I think physical office will be disappearing in the next years. Everyone, I think almost every kind of job will have like a freedom about space. And I mean, like, because I think like every kind of job, like physical job, like manually job, they can be like a waitress, maybe will be replaced by a robot, and it's not like crazy. Even if you just go on Dubai, where I lived for a period of my life, and I still often go there, you will be served by robot. That so in the restaurant is very common also. So it's not something crazy. I mean, it's not like a super remote future. It's something that actually is common in some countries. So I think and of course the robots will also like replace, even if you just go on Amazon. So now every kind of job that is related to a place probably will be done by robots, and the humans, we will like the next generation of workers, they will focus on creativity, which is something that artificial intelligence can't do now. So it's really like I think that freedom about space will be the new normality. Different would be like when we talk about freedom about space, about time. Why? I mean, because if you want to be like a real digital nomad, I mean, you can do also just being free about space. Of course, like you can go to tomorrow you are working in London, you can go to Bali, I don't know, in Indonesia, and you can work keeping like the London schedule, so working on the night or something like that, and after enjoying the time during the day, you can do it. And it's actually common, and it's nice. I mean, everyone can, but I think the best that everyone should aspire if you want to be a real digital nomad is to be free about time and space. So both these situations must be realized. And how can you be free about time? Actually, for being free about time, you need to have your own company. This is very important. You can't be free about your time being an employee. This is impossible. Nobody can, and nobody probably will never be able to do it. Why? Because if you have your own company, or even if you're just a freelance, you can dictate your standards. You can say, okay, I work, I'm this period of my life, I am in this time zone, so at the moment I'm in Europe, so I will just work from 8 a.m. or maybe you can say, or maybe as is your company, you're a freelancer, you can say I will work from 12 p.m. because I wake up very late, and from 5 p.m. and these are my schedule, and Friday I don't work. Or you can change. I mean, this is actually flexibility, because if you wanna, there's nothing more stressed than be a digital nomad. You can be wherever you want, but you are forced to to follow some schedule. That is not actually freedom for me. Having just freedom about space, which is something that now is very common after COVID, is not really. It's like a fake freedom, because you don't wanna go to a Caribbean island and working when you must. I mean, no. I just wanna work if I wanna, when I wanna, when I'm free. I mean, if tomorrow, like, you can do just if you are a freelancer or if you are like a digital entrepreneur, if you have a company. Why? Because like, if tomorrow like my friend will come, it's okay. I will not work for a week until she is here, and after like I will start to work again, and maybe I will work harder, but it's okay. Or also like when you are freelance, or more of course when you are entrepreneurs, you can delegate the work. So assuming that why? Because of course like every digital nomad, every entrepreneur's every business actually is paid before tax. So actually, and this is the actual difference between business owner or freelance and employee. Employee are paid after tax, so they can't optimize their fixed costs and everything. So if I receive like a month, like a company, if I receive like work, like I receive like 10k work, 10k project to manage, I can take this 10k and pay some employee for my job, and so I will be free about space and time in this case also, because my worker will do the job for me, my employee, and they are already taxed after because their salary will be net. I mean, it's actually, this is more about law, because basically every country in the world, the company will use the salary for pay tax. So basically like for like a cost of the company, so they will basically pay the tax for the employee. So this is very convenient actually, because they will not pay like twice the tax. Basically it is a bit complicated issue, especially like depending if you are living in a European country. Basically it's very complicated. Most of the time this way you need to hire someone for these things. Honestly, this is why like actually we can go actually to another point. When you have your own company, so assuming that if you want to live like a real digital nomad, you need to have freedom about time and space. So you need your own company, or at least be a freelance. After, it's kind of obviously that you have to optimize your company and your residency for just being the best location in the world. Why? Because if you are like resident, I don't know, in London, or in every country like in the world, they will force you to be a resident in their country. So be like communicating, you have to communicate to your embassy that you are resident in this country, and so you have to change this every 6 months, which is kind of stressful, no? So you can there are some countries where you can put your own residency, where they will not actually force you to stay in the country. For example, very sure, like if I am resident in London, I must, if I were, so for example, London is really good for tax reason. Really few people know, but you don't pay corporate income. Sorry, you don't pay. You don't pay like corporate income if you have. No, sorry, you don't pay personal income if your company is resident outside London. For example, this is the same for every for like Malta, Ireland, as UK is very common. It's like it's called not domiciliated residency, but this is another issue. We can dedicate a life on it. But anyway, but in this case, I can stay in London I can be resident in London for tax advantage. But if I don't stay more than 6 months in London, they will not allow me to be a resident, and so I have to move my residency, and I will not be able to have this kind of tax advantage. And of course, if I want to live wherever I want, and tomorrow I want to change, now I'm in Spain, but if I want to change, I will change immediately, you know, like I don't care. I live with a small luggage, a bag, and this is everything I have, and for me it's more than enough for do my work, and I mean, I can just buy everything I want, so it's not a problem for me. But I can do this wherever I want without any kind of problem. Why? Because actually I set up my residency as the best way as possible. So for example, like if you are resident in a certain place, if you think like Panama or Dubai, for example, you don't have to go there. You have to go there just one day every 6 months, if I think to Dubai, or once every 2 years if you think like Panama, or this kind of of place. And it's really good because actually I'm not forced to go home every month. I can just go wherever I want, and I will be always considered resident there for the law, and which is perfect for me. And also you have to think about some tax advantage. I know that it can sound like creepy for someone, like thinking about it, but it's just smart. I mean, as we assume that if you want to be a real digital nomad, you need to be free about time and space, okay? Time and space. And we can be free about time just if we have our own company, or at least be a freelance. So it's assuming that we will be taxed after the income. So like, for example, like if you have a company, at the end of the year, you will do like a tax return in some country, or you have to just, for example, in Europe, most of the country, you have to do a declaration of the income, and based on that, you will be taxed. So you are taxed after, and this, if you are taxed after, you can have a lot of advantage. You don't want to maybe open a company in a remote place like Dubai or like Panama. Maybe you are scared, but maybe you can have a company in Estonia where you will not pay taxes as soon as your income is not taken out from the company, and you can actually charge most of your lifestyle to the company, and this you can use maybe your fixed cost as cost of the company, so the company will not be paid like in tax, will not be charged in tax as soon as it's paying certain fixed cost of your lifestyle. So I mean, these are tricks that you can do just if you are a business owner or a freelance, and as we said, is a must if you want to be a digital nomad. You can't live, I mean, you don't want to live, it's just smarter also, because if you are an employee, first of everything, you will not have freedom about time. I mean, you always have to work in a schedule, so 8 to 5 every day, and that's it. I mean, and you don't want to work like this. I don't care, like if you are in Caribbean island, but you have to work 8 to 5, 7 days a week. What the fuck? You will never enjoy that amazing Caribbean island, no? It's much better if you can work wherever you want. Whenever, every time you wanna, no? I mean, if you wanna. So it's amazing. And this you can do just if you have your own company. And also, if you have your own company, you can set up it for the best way. Because as an employee, you will never be able to optimize your income because it's already taxed by the company. But if you have your own company, you can optimize your income, and optimizing your income, you can save like at least 50% in tax. So imagine your income will also be double. So it's amazing, no? And it's actually true, and it's super possible. Like you just have to have the right contact, or just study a lot. You can ask for a consultancy where you also provide this kind of consultancy, or you can just look for on Google. In this case, I think that it's not good buying an online course, basically because things change fast. So we are talking about law, so don't buy, please don't buy like an online course in this case, because I mean you can find some valuable information in books or online course, blog online, but the truth is that a consultancy is always like a best way, because things always change and change very fast about law. I remember a few years ago it was really useful having a personal residency, for example, for European people in Portugal. But in this case, Portugal now is not really, because why? Because Portugal doesn't tax you as a personal income if your company is outside Portugal. It's kind of like a not domiciled residency, but as another name. But now it's different, because they want to prove you that you are already paid some tax in the country of the company, and this is not possible if you have like a company, I don't know, in Dubai or in Estonia, where actually you don't you pay some tax, but it's not the tax, the kind of tax that they want, for example. So it's very convenient for people that are retiring going to Portugal. But if you want to stay in Europe, you can go to a bad place like London, as I already say, because they don't tax you like London or Malta or Ireland. They basically don't tax you the personal income as soon as the income is made by another country. So as soon as, and it doesn't touch local bank accounts. So in this case, it can be really good if you want to stay in Europe. If you want something more easier but more cost, you can just put your own residency in Dubai, for example, in UAE. And actually, I'm not talking about, it's more in UAE and not in Dubai now, because in Dubai is a bit complicated, but you can use like a free zone. And so your company will not be taxed, your company can sponsorize your visa, and as soon as you are resident there in UAE, for example, like in a free zone like Ajman, for example, you can go wherever you want in the world, and you will be considered resident there and taxed there, so you will not have bureaucracy, plus you will be able to manage your income as you want, because you will be basically not paying tax, so your income will be double, and you can go living wherever you want in the world. And this is really being a digital nomad, because you can go wherever you want, you can work when you wanna, and this is freedom. Freedom is not like I will go work 2 weeks in this European city, keeping working because I have to keep a result performing, and after going, and you have just a few hours for enjoy the city, and you can even do late because the day after you have to work. I don't care personally. If I want to go to, I don't know, every place in the world, if I want to tomorrow go to I don't know, New York, I don't care to, I want to enjoy the night, so I will stay all night outside, and I will wake up even 1 p.m. I don't care, and my employee, because I will pay someone who will do my job, and that's it. That you can do just if you are a business owner. So digital nomads is like, I mean, if you want to be free, really free, if you want to live this life as a free man, you have to live as free, like as a business owner, free about time and space. So if you have you want to have a real life, just be free about time and space. And now I will give you like a small metaphor, but let me just drink. Amazing, amazing water, cold water during super hot summer here in Spain. Okay, just one question. Why do you think rich people play golf? No? Do you think, because actually why golf is the sport of rich people? Why, if you imagine, Donald Trump, he playing, which sport Donald Trump play? He's playing golf. you know, and the same for average. You know, if you imagine like I don't know, Warren Buffett, what does he play, tennis? Yeah, also tennis, maybe some rich, but no. If you imagine, you know, in the ordinary imaginary rich people play golf. Why? Is there someone who can answer here in the chat? Let me see. Because it costs more. They say on Instagram, and no, and actually it's not true. If you think like, why rich people do golf? Exactly, golf. No. Okay, I will tell you. Basically, it's just simple. I mean, it's just stupid things, you know. Why rich people play golf? Because it's just, you know, a game where you have, you can buy everything with, you know, you can buy like a good tools, equipment for play golf with $200 maybe, something very basic. You don't need like the most fancy ball from I don't know, like signed by the big athlete. No, you can buy everything with $200, but you need to have a lot of time for really stay there and wait until you hit the ball and the ball catch the hole, and which is so far. So it's like, what the fuck? And it's a sport. It's very slow and it takes a lot of time. And you need to, you know, if you wanna play one game, I don't know. I actually don't think it's really funny. I never played golf in my life because I'm not attracted. But it's the same like fishing, for example. I mean, you have to have a lot of time, you know, for a one golf play. And it's the same like if you think about fishing. Why you say like fish? You know, rich people fish, they like fish, or fishing. Sorry, or because you need to have a lot of time for stay there hours. You know, try to get a fish on the. It's crazy. You need to have a lot of time. So it's not about the money that you need to have for start the to play. It's actually to have that time, to have like 5 hours for doing because you know, like if we don't get the whole playing golf, we can stay like because we are both are dumb. We have to stay 1 hour, you know, like 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours playing golf until we get this fucking ball inside the hole. And we need to have time. We need to have time for do all of this. You know, after of course there's like a fancy culture about golf. I don't care, but basically, rich people play sports where you have to have a lot of time. And as I say, you can have time. You can be free about time just if you have your own company. Why? Because it's like this. I mean, because you can delegate the job. I have a project, I can delegate to someone. And I can do this just if I am my own company. If I am an employee and a company is paying me, I mean my company is paying me as employee, I can't pay another guy for do the same job. No, that doesn't work like this. But basically, it works like this if you have a company. If you think, and actually it's not bad. I mean, some people saying that doing like even if you are like it's very common this if you think like about a marketing agency that they say basically they just take the job. Actually, I will explain you now just like a small issue with marketing agency. 90% of the marketing agency that you can see online on YouTube, wherever you want, pushing ads online. Basically, the front man, or the owner is never doing the job. You know, you can be like the best guy doing website. I know you will never do my website. You will pay a guy probably like from certain part of the world, I don't know, like where the cost of the life is lower, so you will pay him with the part of my money. You will keep the difference, the gap between where I pay you and where you pay him. This is how everything works. And some people, it's basically called arbitrage, you know, like you can just go, I can get a job, I can go to a shop and say, okay, I will do your website, and after I will go to Upwork or Fiverr.com and I will hire a freelance for do the job. Some people think this is immoral, but it's just stupid. I mean, if you break a leg, your leg, and you have to go to the hospital, you don't go first to the nurse and you pay the nurse, and after you go to the doctor, you pay like the scan, like for the scan of your leg. No, you just pay the hospital, and the hospital will do everything. You know, you don't pay the surgery. You know, you just pay the hospital, and the hospital after will pay each doctor for do their specific job. This is how everything work. How everything works in the society. And it's the same like if you have your own company. So all this issue talking about being a digital nomad is that if you want to be a real digital nomad, you need to be free about time and space. Now space is very easy to get, and basically yes, you can do, even if you're a freelance, you can do your job wherever you want, and even if you are an employee, as soon as you keep the schedule, you can work wherever you want. After COVID, I say this is the new normality, and will always be like this. But for being free about time, and so being a real digital nomad, you just must have your own company, or at least be a freelance. This is the only way, and always will be the only way. That's it. So let's read some question now. Actually, I'm reading question from Instagram, so this is important. Okay. What do I think about 4 hour a week of Tim Ferriss? I read that book. It's nice. But let's see. Like 4 hour a week about Tim Ferriss. If you don't know, like it's basically the idea of Tim Ferriss working 4 hour a week. Easy, no? And actually say that after he delegated his business and everything, I mean, he was able to work like, working, he's also had some, I remember like a part of this book I read like 3 years ago, where basically he was able also to gain between I was living in Thailand, I guess, for a period, and he was also gaining from the earning like in US and USD, and after changing, so he said that he was living a real good life. But anyway, I don't think that Tim Ferriss was working like 4 hours a week, and this actually is a big point. At the beginning, if you are not if you are not like what's the name, like if you are not Richard Branson, if you are not Warren Buffett, your company will not work alone. I mean, having a team that is completely delegated, that you don't have to do nothing, you need to be really in a good level. And actually 90% of the company, they are not in that level. What does it mean? It means that the idea where you stay in the beach and drinking your mojito, with your sexy girl, with you like giving a massage and happy ending and everything, is just bullshit. First of everything, if I would be in that situation, I would get bored after I don't know, after I guess 1 week or 24 hours, I will just get boring. I mean, yeah, you don't want to say, yeah, try it. I've done. Try to stay in the mojito in the beach for more than a week. After, you need to do something. I mean, and this is actually, in my experience, in the experience of every rich people, wealthy people that I know, you will never stop. Like, you need to be in a position where you are able to stop, but you not do, or at least you continue to do just the things that you enjoy. So it was the same for me. At the beginning, I was working. Started years ago with selling goods online. Like I had a brand and I was selling this brand online, but I wasn't anymore excited about it. So I just delegated. Part of my profit was gone, but I was free about time, and so I could do just things that I was enjoying, like for example doing this live. So in this case, it's really good now, because it is a way that you can really do just the things that you wanna do. And this is actually what everyone should aspire, yes, to just work on the things that you like. So because anyway, where is the meaning of life? Stay in the beach like drinking a mojito. I'm sure you it's boring. It's boring after 24 hours. Or you can do this once a week, but not every day. My God. I mean, if that is your perspective life, yeah, it's very sad. Well, for the rest, like talking in general. Anyway, that level, so you are really free to do just the things that you wanna, that you like, and that's it, is something that is really hard to get. And even me, and even every big guy that you see online or YouTube, they work in their company. And if you wanna be wealthy, you need to work in your company. This is important and will always be like this. The idea that you see people just staying on the beach all day, it's just an Instagram idea, that's it. Yeah, digital nomads, they work maybe less, maybe they optimize their work, and actually you need to learn how to do it, because you can optimize your time, working like in the 20% of the things that give you the 80% of the return, but you have to work at least few hours a day always, just for checking everything, because I can have like a CEO, I can hire a CEO that can manage my company, can check the people down of him, but who will check the CEO? Who will check the checker? And in general, sometimes you need also to optimize or to give something. And now especially talking about like, because now everyone want to be like an influencer or, social media star, something like that. Really think about it, because these things, like having connected with social media, is something that connects you to a space, and a time, which is something that I guess you don't wanna. So at the end you have to, it's a tool for get, of course it's a tool for get money, money will buy you the freedom, but in this case, people out there have a personal brand, they are connected to their personal brand. You can sell your personal brand, you can sell like a YouTube channel, Dunlock, you can't sell his YouTube channel. PewDiePie, he can't sell his YouTube channel. Why? Because without PewDiePie, without Dunlock, without Grant Cardone, Gary Vee, this guy, that channel doesn't work. I mean, yeah, maybe people can watch old video, but who cares? I mean, if you watch a new video, you wanna see that face, you don't wanna see another one. So it's very important to try to use social media in a different way. If you go to my personal YouTube channel, like if you subscribe here also, like you will find it not just my face, but also face of my of some of my CEO, or some video will be made by people who work for me, so people are already used to see other voice, other faces. So it's good, because tomorrow I don't want to do a live, I will not do it. And this is the freedom, I just want to do a live when I wanna, not I must. And actually is the mistake of every people on Twitch, because try it. You have to stream every day, my god. And stream every day is boring. I mean, it is nice because I always have things to say, but try to do this every day. No, I mean, like, it's boring. I mean, I wanna say something as soon as I have something to say. And if tomorrow I don't wanna work, I decided I don't wanna work, I don't wanna stream anymore for a month, I'm able to do, because other people will stream for me. And anyway, all my business are not related to my face. I mean, the best entrepreneurs is the one who is useless for his company. Just remember this, it's very important. So we can help, for example, we work as a company, we help people to change their life too. We give consultancy, we manage their marketing system. We give consultancy also about tax. Now I give you some advice, but generally, like, we don't like work about it, it's just like cross-sell we do. But I don't do everything personally by myself. There's a team, there's a CEO, and they do, not me. If I have to work, if I have to, put my face in the middle, I will do just for a good kind of money, not like $100, of course. Why? Because I just want to do the things that I want to do, and anyway, I want to be sure that my company will work even without me. If I have like a e-commerce on Amazon, if I have a store on Amazon, it will continue to sell. It will sell things even without me. I don't care if I don't work for a month. I mean, everything that you logistics things like customer service, payment gateway, and everything are delegated by Amazon, who will take a percent. So Amazon is the really great way, great example. You know, you can have a company and just where to do just sending product to Amazon, and Amazon will do the rest for you. And so you have to just remember to do this every 2 months, and maybe you can pay someone who do this, or someone who can just manage their ads. But 90% of the job is already delegated. And if you want to be a digital nomad, of course you must be there. I mean, you must check, you know, at least few hours a day. You have to check everything. Check, okay, what people say about my brand. Okay, maybe I can optimize this. Okay, because even like in the example now we done on Amazon, where for example, like, so I don't nothing like so I don't care. Like, I will listen. I'm not really good, but it's okay. Like, for example, even in the example that we made now on Amazon, yeah, of course, like you can sell, like, everything is delegated on Amazon, so it's amazing, you know, because people will continue to buy your product as soon as you are in the, you know, in the first page, second page of Amazon. So people will buy continuously your product, and you know, logistics is done by Amazon. Customer says, so people have a problem, you know, like, you know, people need you need a shipment, Amazon will do. You need people they complain, they want a refund, people just have questions about the product, you know, the community will answer, or the customer service on Amazon will do, and actually they are the best in the world. So you don't have to do nothing. Yes, and this is actually the idea of a company, you know, like the company you must delegate everything, you know, don't care about the profit, it's better having free time. But every time you need to check at least 1 hour a day, 2 hours a day. Even me, I always check my business. Just talking with the CEO, just talking with, just checking things by myself. Why? Because in the Amazon example, competition can come. You know, years ago when I started, I was the only one in my category. Now there are like there are like 100 in my category, and people do launch every day. So every day from different parts of the world. So people can just take me out of the market. And I don't want this, you know, so I need to check, at least check, because like, of course, maybe my CEO is not thinking about it, or maybe like I need to do a meeting with all my team for give like a perspective of the situation, talking with everyone. So you need to do it. You need to at least work a few hours a day. Just I told you, like the idea of staying in the mojito, drinking mojito in the beach, really nobody wanna do it. If you arrive to that point, you will discover. But anyway, it's something that really few people can arrive to that level. Anyway, this is my idea today. So like, you just have to create your own company for be free about time and space, and also remember to work and optimize it. So you have to try to create a schedule of work, even if you have delegated everything, that can give you like the possibility to do everything. So just the 20% of the task that will impact like 80%, and try to delegate everything, you know, try to delegate everything, because it's not important. Like, even if you like, sometimes, you know, try to delegate everything in your company and in your personal life. Why? I mean, if you, I don't want to spend like, I don't want to spend like 10 hours a week managing my social media. I know that managing my social media is important, because from Instagram or from TikTok or everything, YouTube, I can get a client, and that client can pay me 1,000 USD. So I know it's important, and you know, but probably there's someone that can do better than me, for sure, and I can pay him for do it, and he actually is looking for a job, so I can pay him like I know that for every client I get €1,000, $1,000 for every client, and I know that if I post every day and everything, people will ask people, and in the medium, like average people buy is like 2 clients a week, so I can pay €1,000 for a guy managing my social media. So because I know that every week I get 2 clients for social media, and so that's 2 clients pay the guy and plus give me a profit. and more important, they give me free time that I can use for work in other projects, or just free time that I can use for rest. For example, like, and this is very important, you know, like cooking. I love cooking, but I don't like wash dishes, or I don't like cleaning the floor, cleaning the house. It's okay. Like, a cleaning lady normally can cost, I mean, at least where I'm here now, is like 10 euro hour. You can, and with 20 euro actually, 20, 30 euros, she can do the entire house. And she can do, I guess, better than me. Perfectly okay, but okay, I can save this 20 euro, 30 euro maybe, but after I will be, but my time is more valuable. And so even if I want to spend, because if I think my consultancy costs more than 100 bucks, even more than 300. So in this case, I just don't wanna use my time like that, because in that same moment I can do a consultancy and get much more and make a profit. Or in that time I can just think about my business and imagine create something new, or like a new product that can give me much more in return. I can work in some physical product that I can sell, and it will give me more, like more than what I'm paying here for cleaning my floor at the same time. Or like, I can just create, I don't know, online course and sell, and after my margin would be higher than what I'm paying a guy for cook or a lady for clean my floor. So it's just, you know, organizing your time in the best way. Think also about this. I can just use the time that I pay someone, like for cleaning my floor, for just rest. And I know, or just training in the gym. And I know that the mental cleaning that I have after will bring me more, you know, because I will be more smart in my business. I will have more energy. If I sleep better, you know, and I pay someone who do everything, I can sleep better, and I can have a better imagination, a better connection with my work, and this will make me more, will make me do more money. So I know it's it's a big issue. It's like it's not easy as many people think, but it's not neither impossible. You can be a digital nomad. So what I recommend you is just don't live in illusion. Don't live in the illusion that if you go 2 weeks, if you travel 2 weeks a month, you are a digital nomad, because you are not. The best things, personally now, I don't travel too much as before. I like to spend like summer in a place, hot place, and winter in a hot place. I try to keep this balance. But it's just because I like to have the possibility to do whatever I want. Not because honestly, like if you travel too much at the end, as I say, like you don't have time either for planning your schedules, and also like your relationship with friends is not the same, you know, if you travel always. But you need to have the possibility. This is the real freedom. You need to have the possibility to do wherever you want, when you want. So as soon as you can do it, you won. So just don't live an illusion, you know? Don't live the illusion that one day things will change, because things will never change if you don't change. So you have to change your perspective of life. So don't be an employee, be an entrepreneur or a freelance. And of course, try to value your time much more than you value everything. Because as soon as you do it, you realize you will have many doors open. You know, try to always to have this kind of time management, because it will help you a lot. After we can talk about many places you can move your residency. We can talk. We think we can do this in another live. We can talk about every place you can move your residency. For example, like you can move your residency to, as I say, to a place where you are not forced to live there. Like now I think like in Dubai, you are not forced to live there. You can just go once every 6 months and you are free. But if you live in London, you must stay in there every 6 months. Maybe you like London, so in that case can be also more comfortable, because you don't need to go in Dubai, which is maybe far from Europe, once every 6 months. But you like London, so you will live in London, and after you can spend other 6 months abroad. But you need to know your combination. I'm thinking now, there's even many actually many country now, they even like for is a European law, so actually they are forced to give like this virtual residency, where basically also Italy, also like Spain, every kind in every country in Europe, they are actually forced by European Commission to give this virtual residency, where basically it's like a virtual residency. So it's like, you know, virtual offices are very famous, but virtual residency as a person is something new. So really few people know about it. Every even small city, they have like this virtual address where you can use for put your personal residency, and that's it. Can be good, so you are not related to that. Can be good. So so it's good because you are not forced to have to pay a rent, for example. You know, because the state must guarantee you an address every state. So like you will not have to pay a rent. It can be good, like if you wanna be resident in some country, and you don't wanna go there, you don't wanna actually live there. If you think like many people do this in Malta, because Malta actually doesn't tax you if your income is coming from outside and you are not domiciliated residency. Even this, if very few people knows, but it's very common. It's very common in Europe. I saw many people doing like this asset, which is like a company in Estonia, which doesn't pay tax, and after like for corporate income it doesn't pay tax, and after you put your own residency in Malta, where you don't pay tax neither if the company is outside Malta, so you pay the zero tax there and zero tax in Malta as a person. So it's great. Now actually this is very common, and really few people know that you can do this also with a virtual address, which now is really common in Europe. So there are many things you can do actually. And as I say, if you need to optimize, don't live in illusion. I met also like I don't know. As I say, I met really good people that have this asset, this kind of asset, or personally you can also have like a company in Dubai, but for example be resident in Malta, or be resident in Portugal if you want to live in Portugal. You can do all this. Or I met also actually people also that they get an apartment in London, but after they subrent or something like that. There are many things. It's a very vast topic. But anyway, as I say, I met also people there. They were very disorganized. Like I met like a girl from Germany. She was resident in Canada. And she was paid tax in Canada, which are very expensive. There are a lot of tax there, and she was paying tax there as a company, and after paid tax as a resident in Germany, but actually she was living as a digital nomad. So what the fuck? So why you are paying so much tax? First for your company and after for your personal income, if you don't live in neither Germany neither in Canada. Because actually, I think it's correct. You have to pay tax. But basically, why you pay tax? You have to pay tax in a place if you use the service of that place. Like if you live in Germany is great about public transportation, security. So you have to pay tax there, but for enjoying the service of the city. But if you are not resident there, if you are resident there, like on the paper, but you live abroad, so you live around the world, you're a digital nomad. Why you are still paying the tax for, in this case, like Germany, for Germany system, which is really good and amazing, but you don't live there, so why you are paying tax there? So it's like an issue for every digital nomads, Don't pay the tax in a place where actually you don't live. It's also like, and actually it's really few people also know this, that if you don't optimize your taxation, if you don't change your residency, or actually the law say that if your residency can't be determined, so if you are a digital nomad and you always change, every time you change country, so like you will be taxed according to your passport, which maybe can be the worst. Actually, my passport is Italian, so if I don't put my residency, if I don't communicate my residency on my embassy, they will assume that I must be taxed on Italian as Italian, so I will be taxed like 50% of my income, which is crazy, just because I don't have the time and and the knowledge for optimize everything. So this is very important. Like if you are a digital nomad, fix your company residency, fix your personal residency, and of course try to be free about time and space, especially delegating everything. Also, where I recommend, if I can give also some more advice about digital nomads, is to not try to don't try to live in Instagram. I mean, don't try to live in social media, because like social media, what you see, what you think they are doing is basically the people are say, okay, today we are in Bali, tomorrow we go to New York, and after Dubai, Panama, Georgia, Africa. But that is not true. It's just what you see in the picture. But the reality is that, as I say, if you are not a billionaire, you have to dedicate time for your work, for like even a few hours to your work, to a few hours, of course, like for keeping a good, healthy, training, like schedule, doing some exercise, try to be in shape, try to organize your life, your relationship. So Instagram is a thing, so social media are a thing. Like real life is another thing, as I say, and as I'm telling you, because I've done everything this for real, like not just like a game. So for example, like if you say, okay, yeah, tomorrow, for a period I was traveling, like changing country every 2 months or every month or something like that. And for a period actually was traveling the entire Asia, like doing like not country, like a city a week or something like that, and it was amazing. But I didn't actually, when you live like this, or you go to a new place, so you need to check, and you have few times, if you go to a new place, you have a few times, like you have just a week for see everything. You need to go out every day, of course, so you start to watch, you start to check everything, all monuments and parks and everything, and you don't have time for check, for dedicate even that 2 hour, 1 hour to your business, or talk with your team and everything. So at the end, your business, that is the principle, is the reason why you can do everything. You will go bad, so you will have some problems at the end, so you will pay after it. And this is the same actually if you don't balance your personal life. This is actually something that I saw in my life. You can have like an amazing business that give you like cow money, like I don't know, 10K a month every month, but at the end, like if you don't balance your personal life, if you just go every day like drunk, and after you have a horrible relationship, and after you're not like satisfied about your woman, your friends, your lifestyle, at the end you will have problem, like that money will always start to go low. This is actually what I learned. First you have to work on your personal life, and after your business will improve automatically. So, and this is important, as I say, digital nomads, that live on Instagram doesn't exist. Everyone that live on Instagram, after Instagram, after the picture and the video and the stories and everything, they at least dedicate 2 hours, 3 hours. Why do you think they have this amazing video? They go to vacation and they put amazing video of Spain, amazing videos of Italy, of Bali, Asia, but somebody is editing their video, Okay, maybe are them, or maybe are not them. Maybe they pay someone, they are smarter, as I said, they pay someone, but after they have to check that guy made the video correct as they want, and maybe they have to say, okay, no, change this. So this is also work, So digital nomads, if you want to be legit, don't live on Instagram, live in the real life. You always have to work. Just try to work on the things that you want, and in the things that you are interested, and in the things that you are passionate, and delegate everything, and try to keep like a good schedule and optimize everything in your life and your business, for keep everything, I'm thinking now also think about related to your being digital nomad, related to your work, to first of everything, try to, traveling is amazing and can open really your mind, just to go, just try of course to go like in a place maybe where you can. So what I recommend is always like to go to a place where you will stay a lot. So don't move like every week because it doesn't make sense. Move maybe every 3 months, every 6 months, so you have the time for enjoy the culture of the place. So you really can enjoy. You can go to a monument, you can see monuments, you can go to some church, you can see like the real culture. You know, it doesn't make sense for me going to a place for a week, and that week you will not sleep nothing. You will sleep like 3 hours a night because you want to do some party, but you also want to see monuments and you want to see, you know, doing experience tour. So you will just work like this, you know, like you will have a terrible schedule of sleeping, terrible schedule of work if you will work, if you have time for work, and you will not enjoy, because if you have like 1 hour sleeping and no work, and you have no work, so you will feel bad about your mind, you know, in your mind, because you know you have to do something for your salary, but also you will feel bad about you know, because you can't enjoy like beautiful monuments if you don't if you haven't slept enough. This is like basic for me. So try to stay in a place for a longer time. Don't try to be like a digital nomads, okay, like a fake digital nomad on Instagram. No, try to enjoy the time that you see, like you see monuments, you see like, try to go inside the culture. You can do just if you stay a lot of time. And after, try to, you know, to go also like in a place where you can learn something. You know, personally, you can go to a place where you can learn the language. This is, I think, is very important, and it's important like even if you are for your business, you know. So try to always find a profit on your business, because why? Maybe you can go in a place where you work in education, you know, and you can find a place where you can learn Spanish, and after you can translate your work also in Spanish, in the Spanish market, and you can do this. So it's not something impossible. So and even if you tomorrow you wanna work as employee, or if you work as freelance, you will have like a new skill, you know. So it's not bad because you can learn. So always try to learn something. I'm thinking now like if you do like Amazon, for example, FBA. Try to go. I mean, like this is actually a big problem. Like every time I go, try to go to a place where internet connection is good. Actually, yeah, we can talk about this like for a big period. Like if you go like if you work online, and I mean, assuming that if you're a digital nomad, you have to work online. If you go to a place, I know, don't want me that if you go like to Cuba or to some place in Latin America, internet connection is horrible if they have in some country. So you will not be able to work. Or sometimes, like for example, I'm for my work, like at the beginning, you know, on Amazon, I used to receive a mini call from Amazon assistant, and everyone, you know, that if you work on telephone, you know, they are much more responsive, fixing the problems than live chat or something like that. But it was very common that I was like in for a period I was in Caribbean, so I couldn't receive any call. And this was a problem for my business. Same like if if I think now, like, you know, you can call our support number and they will answer immediately, no matter where I am, but they must be in Europe, you know, like if you wanna, or maybe they must have like maybe they must be in US for receive like a US call, you know. I can't call you from US just because like from a telephone in Europe, just because the phone will not ring. So this is actually is very important. Like also these stupid things. And there's also like, for example, another issue that really few people think is like to as I say, like you have to move your residency and just try to move your residency in a place where you are treated better, of course. But just it's very common, like for people, you know, young people, they are influencers, so they say, okay, I will go to Dubai because Dubai is zero tax, and after, yeah, I can go wherever I want, be a digital nomad, it's amazing. But after, they will realize that maybe they are 18, maybe they are 19, maybe they are 20, but in Dubai you need to be 21 for do everything. You need to, for open a bank account, you need to have 21, you need to be 21. If you want to open a company, 21 actually. So it would be difficult, you know, because maybe you move everything there in Dubai, and after you realize that you can't do nothing. And it's very common in many countries. You know, maybe you are in some country, you know, they ask you 18, in some country 21. So maybe you can have, and also actually this is a problem. Also depending to your passport, because sometimes, you know, as a European, as I am, like, it's very easy for me going to a country and that's it. No, it's not a problem, you know. I can honestly move in every country that I want without any problem. But if you are like a guy from let me think, class. I don't want to be racist, but if you are a guy from the Dominican Republic, if you are a guy from Cuba, if you are a guy from Egypt, try to go wherever you want. Like, maybe they don't want to, because often, like, there's a prejudice about passport. Maybe you have some few countries open, and after you have to ask for a visa. So just remember, like, try to create the perfect solution for you, the perfect t-shirt that you can, you know, the perfect wear you can live comfortable, and you must live comfortable. So you wanna go in a place where you are treated good according to your personal situation, according to your job, not to other people. You know, don't watch a video on YouTube and thinks, okay, that place is the best in the world, because maybe it's the best in the world for the people who made, for the guy who made the video, not for you. So this is very important, honestly. Try to create like a suit that is good for you, like like a dress that is perfect for you, not for other people. As I say, according to your business. And as I say, like, having a business, we're assuming, okay, that having a business is a must if you want to be a digital nomad, if you want to be like having a business or at least a freelance. So it's a must if you want to live as a digital nomad. Don't listen to other people, because it's a bullshit. You need to have your own company, or at least be a freelance, so have a registration number. Also because you can make an invoices and everything, and you can also earn much more money and organize everything, like your personal residency according to it. Yeah, very easy, you know, like if you go to Dubai, like you can sponsorize it, you can open a company there and have to sponsorize your visa. So you can't do this as an employee, of course. And all these tricks, you know, like it's the same, like if you wanna open like, it's very common, like if you wanna open a bank account, having your own company will help you actually. It's very different. So just try to, you know, try to allow yourself to be in the good condition, like a personal and as a business owner, because otherwise this will not work, you know. These things must give you like a better life, not like a worse life where you can't do nothing. You must be able to work to make more money and to create like a real wealthy situation. As I say, you don't want to go to a country where you can't work. It's very easy, because maybe certain things that you do are not allowed there. As I say, maybe you are in Dubai, you are considered like, for example, I'm telling Dubai because I lived for a period there. Like if you live in Dubai, if you go put your residence there in Dubai, at 21, you're still not able to open a bank account. So you will not be able to receive money. It's stupid, you know? Or maybe, I don't know, if you sell weeds online, I'm telling you because I met people that sell weed online, because maybe you are from US and there is legal, and depending on the country, no, on the state, sorry. Maybe if you open a company in UAE, maybe they will not watch good these things. Or, I mean, it's a problem, like, you need to know everything and try to find a good solution for you as a person and as a business. Well, anyway, I'm sure like we can talk a lot, and I think we can dedicate, because I see now there are coming many questions. So, but I don't have enough time for answer to everyone. So I think we can dedicate another live talking about like many combination about business and personal residency. Yeah, because I'm reading now on Instagram that there are many people asking like the possibility. Yeah, like now a guy is saying Hong Kong and Malta. Of course you can. Just one question. There are better places, I guess, in Hong Kong because it's not really stable. Now a guy say Switzerland. Why you want to open a company in Switzerland is I mean, you can do it, of course, it's not a bad place for business, but I think honestly it's not the best, because you can just, I mean, if, as I say, like, this is actually a problem that many people don't realize. Assuming, you are a business owner, I mean, and you must be a business owner for be completely free in your life. You can open your company wherever you want, because we're assuming you are a digital nomad and you wanna change your life, So you have to so you can open your company in the best place in the world, Okay, like, also my friend last day was asking me, because they know I'm used to these situations, and they was saying, okay, Bulgaria in Europe is amazing, you pay 10% of tax. Yes, it's not bad, it is really good, 10% of tax. Amazing, 10% is nothing. I compare to Italy, which is 50% almost. 10% is nothing, great. But why you wanna pay 10% of tax if you can pay zero? If there are a country who asks you zero, Doesn't make sense. I think people, they have just guiltiness about talking about these things. So they say, I wanna pay something because it's okay. No, I mean, you're stupid. You must choose the best. Also, like, about bureaucracy, you don't wanna be in of course you have to pay tax when you must pay. I think about VAT. You always have to pay VAT. 90% of the time, if you sell like goods, physical product, you must pay VAT. It's impossible to escape about that, and it's okay. You can have a VAT number in the name of your company. It's super legal, and your company can be in another country. Super okay. For a period, I had a company in Dubai, and my company in Dubai was owning a VAT number in Germany. Can you imagine? It was true. So you pay tax as soon as is a must, but you have to optimize everything. So why going in a place where you pay, thinking about Bulgaria, 10% tax, if you go like to Canaria, 5%, but why don't you just don't go to the best, Why don't you go to the place where you don't have bureaucracy? No, you can choose, because because you have to start to switch your mind, because when you are an employee, you have to work, you have to just accept everything. Okay, you say like, this is the situation, so this is your salary, taxated is this. No, I mean, if you're a business owner, and you must be a business owner for being a digital nomad, you can choose. You can choose wherever you want, and this is the situation, because if I give you like all possibility, you have to choose the best. Because just think different. Think you have the entire world, on your hand. Just choose the best country who treats you best for your business and according to your personal, ambitions. Maybe you can think that the best country for you is UAE, so United Arab Emirates, but you don't like that's their value or something with their lifestyle there. So you can just move, or you like to have like a London life, because also like a British life, because is also suitable for your business, and also that there you can have many connection, and maybe, I don't know, because there's like a strategic company where you have a partnership, everything, or just if you work on stocks and that the country that you like, where you would like to live as a 0% tax for gain and capital gain in the stock market, go there. But it's a personal address that you have to design for yourself. So don't try to accept. My final advice is really, don't try to accept already made situations that you see on YouTube. Just try to find the best suit for you, the best dress for you, and also like try to live like a real digital normal life, not like just to be like an employee and keeping a schedule and being like in a place just a stressing life. Try to live wherever you want according to your personal value and according to your business, and try to go a place for live, and just be able to change wherever you want if you want. This, I think, is the best advice that I can give you, and I think I'm also tired to talk, so like I will leave you for this live. Nothing, just remember, like, subscribe to this channel, and it's nice talking about these things. Any question, I remember, like, you can subscribe, comment below, and I will be happy to read everything. Thanks for watching. Bye.